My name is Alexis, and I am so excited that you're going to be joining me for Writer's Workshop. I was just looking through my own writer's notebook and reading some of the moments that I captured from my life. And it was so fun reliving some of the times, some of the exciting times, like when I learned to ride a bike. And it was even fun reliving some of the scary times, like when I locked myself out of the house. And by now, you may have guessed that we are going to start writing our own true stories today. For the next several weeks, we're going to have a chance to capture and relive the small moments from our own lives that we want to share with the world. And as I'm saying this, you might already be thinking of tons of moments that you want to share. Your mind might be spinning with, I want to write about the time when, or I would love to share the time I. And if you do have moments in your mind already that you want to share, you can absolutely begin writing those today. But before you do, I want to take a few moments and teach you my favorite strategy for gathering ideas for true stories. It's my go-to whenever I want to sit down and kind of capture small moments from my own life. And that is one way I can gather ideas for true stories is by thinking about people that are special to me, people that are important in my life who really matter. And once I've thought of a person who matters, what I can do is I can list some small moments, some times I spent with that person, choose one, and then write that story. So writers, I'm going to give this a try right now. And I'm going to give it a try with my mom. And I know that we don't know each other too well yet, but my mom is a pretty important person in my life. So I'm going to try it with her. So let's see. My mom. And now I'm going to think a little bit about what were some moments I spent with my mom over the years. So let's see. There was the time my mom was at the hospital and my dad and I needed to bring her home. There was the time when my mom surprised me with a bike, and it wasn't even my birthday. I'd been practicing really hard, and she just came home one day and said, "Alexis, go outside," and there was a bike there. Birthday. What else? Oh, this was really bad, but there was the time when I left school, and I went to the corner store to buy candy. And my mom caught me. I know, so bad. Okay, so I think that's a good list for now. So let's see. So now that I've listed out some moments I spent with my mom, now I'm going to think about which one do I want to choose and write long about. This one was really, really fun. But there's something, writers, about this one that is kind of like screaming my name and saying, write that one. I think it could be fun to kind of relive that moment. So, okay, so I'm gonna try that one. So let's see. So let's kind of go back to that day in my mind. I remember I was on the playground and I kind of looked over and I saw the deli and I thought, I'm gonna go. So let's see. So I remember and I said, I'm going to break the rules. And I left school to go to. I was waiting in line. And I remember my mom came walking in. I almost fainted. So do you see how I did that? I thought of a special person, a person who really mattered to me. And then what I did was I listed out some moments, some times I spent with that person, chose one, and wrote my story. And writers, that's something that you can try. Today, you're going to go off and you're going to write some of your own small moment entries. And you might have some stories already in mind that you want to write and share, but you might not. And so, this is one thing you could try. You could try thinking about a person who really matters to you, list some moments spent with that person, choose one, and write your story. So right now, before you go off, it's good to do a few things. One thing you're going to want to do is you're going to think a little bit about like, what is the work I'm going to do today? And the second thing is you're probably going to think a little bit about what are the tools I need to do that work. So I listed some small moments and I wrote one, and I was using a notebook and a pen. You might be using that as well, or you might be using a folder with some papers in it. So that those would be your tools. You might even be writing on a doc. So maybe you just need your computer or your tablet. So right now, think a little bit in your mind, what is the work I'm going to do today? What are the tools I need for that work? And off you go.